Good morning. Hello, everybody. This is Ron with the Not So Wild Kingdom Show, broadcasting live from Central Florida. Hello, Robert. Broadcasting from the back porch of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. The squirrels have been out here. I pitched some almonds out on the patio and got some almonds on the picnic table. Got my coffee and a backup of my LaCroix. We're all set up here this morning. I got one sneaking behind that blue pot over there. Got Batman hanging up there. Batman, he likes to hang upside down like a bat, pretend he's Batman, waiting on the bat signal. This all started with Robert Squirrel. I call him Bobby. He calls me Food Source. And I raised him, released him, and he stayed. And he had 4 babies. Jeepers, creepers, peepers, and sneakers. You gonna leave us? All right. Then I adopted 2 squirrels, Mikey and Milo. They were 6 weeks old, and I raised them and released them when they were 19 weeks old. And all these squirrels live in the oak trees behind my house. I have 2 oak trees back there. They're called live oaks in Florida. They're a species that produces acorns. There's a squirrel house. I have a squirrel house on each tree. That's where they nest. And then below that, I've got a feeder that I fill with sunflower seeds. Peanut just came through. That was the brave little mouse. I thought Peanut was a boy, but turns out Peanut is a girl. She just had 3 little ones. We named them Cashew, Pistachio, and Hazel, like hazelnut. So the squirrels are coming in this morning. Good morning, everybody. I've got a hole in my screen over there where I never repair it. That's where the squirrels come and go. Come on down. Did you eat your almond already? I go through about 5 pounds of almonds a day. 5 pounds, I meant 5 ounces. $5 worth works out too. And then there's one hiding there behind that post. Come on out. I go through about 35 pounds of sunflower seeds a month, feeding these boys and girls. Hello, everybody. This is Ron. I'm broadcasting live from the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. There's one of the babies. There's the little mouse. Bobby doesn't like the mice. Bobby chases the mice off. The other squirrels don't seem to mind them. It's a little bit weird that the mice come out here in the daytime. But Peanut, the brave little mouse, started coming out here and eating. She started eating out here one evening. And then she switched over to mornings. So she comes in the mornings, and now her little ones come in the morning. And they're not very afraid of me. This is where they live. That's a patio heater. And that little hole right there, that's the mouse hole. That's where she nested and had her babies. And now we've got 4 mice that come in here in the mornings. Bobby doesn't like the mice. The other squirrels ignore them except for Peepers. Peepers is the smallest squirrel. She's the bottom of the pecking order. The other squirrels pick on her, and she has to sneak in here and grab an almond when she can. Or if the other squirrels are already all full and gone, she'll come in and sit beside me and eat. but she doesn't like the mice. She'll sit there and eat, and a mouse will come up, she'll chase it off. She'll say, "Arr, arr." They growl at each other. And her attitude is, that she's the bottom of the pecking order with the squirrels, but she's not going to be the bottom of the pecking order with the mice. She's not going to tolerate that competition. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Not So Wild Kingdom show here on the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. I'll just quickly mention that Bobby has had 20 million views. We've had 20 million views in the last year, 300,000 followers, and I'm a published author. These are some books I've written about Bobby. And we've stepped it up a notch and formed Bobby Squirrel Productions. And we've teamed up with Mystic River Productions, a movie company, to make our first movie. And with inflation and the cost of gasoline and the cost of labor going up, we have found ourselves short of the funds we need. So Bobby went to the bank, tried to borrow the money, and the banker said, sorry, we don't loan money to squirrels. So I started a GoFundMe page for Bobby to help him raise the necessary funds to get his first movie off the ground. So if you'd like to pitch in a little bit to help, it's GoFundMe, and it's Bucks for Bobby. And there's a picture of Bobby, the squirrel, there on the front. He has 300,000 followers, so we figured if people pitch in $5 or $10 that he could reach his goal pretty quick. Come on up there, get you an almond. I moved my hand and it scared you. Looks like we're going to have a lot of squirrel activity this morning. Now they're chasing each other. They chase and play, but that's also how they establish the pecking order. They come up here on my table, my picnic table. So they're pretty active in the morning. Looks like they're going to be very active this morning. For those of you on the West Coast, I started posting these videos on YouTube in their entirety so they can watch them later for our friends in Hawaii and Alaska and the West Coast. And I've been posting those on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, The Squirrel Who Lives in the Big Oak Tree. The Squirrel Who Lives in the Big Oak Tree. That squirrel is sitting, that's Mikey. He's sitting beside the doorbell camera there. He likes to sit up there high. I have that doorbell camera. It chimes on my phone when there's motion out here, so I know when the squirrels come during the day. Used to be only Bobby would come, and he would come quite often in the morning, but then again in the afternoon and maybe evening. And now he's older. He just comes around when he wants to. He's been very busy working on Bobby Squirrel Productions. He's been out trying to secure funding, so I don't see him quite as much. But his children, the adopted children, come in every morning and eat. Hello, hello, everybody. This is Ron with the Squirrel Broadcasting Network, broadcasting the Not So Wild Kingdom show live from my patio in Central Florida. Lots of squirrel activity. We also have a neighbor squirrel that comes in. Good morning, Brett. We also have a neighbor squirrel that comes in. some days, and his name is Jimmy. We named him Jimmy after Jimmy Durante, the actor with the big nose. He's from a bygone era. Singer, actor. Hello, Chad from Northwest Indiana. Hello, everybody. My name is Ron Milburn, and I'm here on the patio of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network in Central Florida. My grandson is sitting inside the patio door, watching the squirrels. Yesterday, he came out here with me, and they didn't come around very often. Not very many and not very often, because they were just not sure who that was. I think if he were here a lot in time, they would get accustomed to him. So I said, today maybe you better just watch from inside the patio door. Does my pet squirrel mingle with the others? Yes. I released Bobby when he was 13 weeks old, and for the first few weeks he stayed in his house pretty much. But eventually he started getting along with them, and then he found a mate, and he had 4 babies. And they started coming up here with him. And then I adopted 2 squirrels, and they blended right into the family. So Bobby gets along well with the neighbor squirrels, pretty much. He had one altercation that I know of. There was a big female squirrel that came in here and wanted to push Bobby around when he was pretty young. And Bobby finally got his fill of it, and he fought with her. He came home with a notch in his ear and a bloody ear. But she disappeared. Squirrels are territorial. And Bobby said, "Not in my tree." Bobby doesn't go to the dentist anymore. Now that he's older, he's learned how to break those teeth off. They get long. I adopted 2 more. I adopted Milo and Mikey. They were on the other side of town, climbing on some school children at a daycare. They were too young to be out of their nest. They were hungry. We don't know what happened to Mom, so I went and got them and raised them. Bottle fed them. When they were 6 weeks old, I didn't have to feed them at night, at least. There's Peanut. There went Peanut the mouse. She's the large mother. She's got 4 little babies. There's Peanut. Peanut the Brave Mouse. In my book here, my storybook I wrote, it's available on Amazon. I wrote about Peanut the Brave Little Mouse. But in my story, Peanut was a boy. I found out Peanut's a girl. And this storybook is there's one of her babies. There's Cashew. Good morning, Cashew. Do you know that you're not supposed to come out here during the daytime? Don't you know that mice are supposed to be afraid of humans? Good morning, Jean. So the squirrels and the mice are quite content to come out and eat on the patio of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. A little bit unique that the mice come out now. Of course, it's kind of unique that the squirrels come up to me like this. Hello, everybody. This is Ron with the Squirrel Broadcasting Network, broadcasting live from the patio of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. Got a lot of activity this morning. The squirrels are hungry. The mice are hungry. Hello, come on up. What you doing? Does that nut there look better than all the others? That's little Peepers. Peepers is the smallest of the clan. She's the bottom of the pecking order, and she's not afraid of me. Hello there, Nessa. There's the little mouse. Peanut, their mother, Peanut, learned to not be afraid of me, and now her babies aren't afraid of me. A little bit crazy. You think those almonds over there are better, Peepers? Good morning, Nessa. Cashew doesn't come to me, but they'll come right up to me. But, they don't climb on me. Except one day I saw the mouse dart by and I felt it run across the top of my shoe. Hello, everybody. But I wrote about Peanut in my children's storybook. It's got 10 short stories. If you know a child that's going to have a birthday or kindergarten graduation, hey, don't fight. These two. You miss your squirrel? Did your squirrel run off? When you release a squirrel, sometimes they stay and sometimes they leave. They go roaming sometimes and don't come back. This is available on Amazon. If you have trouble finding it, look it up under my name, Ronald C. Milburn. You gonna come back over here right by me? These almonds over here by my coffee cup look better, or the ones by my feet? Afraid. She runs from the other squirrels because they pick on her, they bully her. But she's very content sitting here and eating by me. I'm sorry that Billy died. Well, thank you, Warthog Chief. You gave the book to your mom and the coloring book. It does have a coordinating coloring book. Bobby hasn't been here today. He was here yesterday afternoon. Bobby's been very busy. He started a production company to make a movie. They thought they had everything all squared away. Most of the actors were secured, the locations out in Cape Cod and everything. And then Bobby found out that with all these price increases and shortages that everything's costing more. Labor, gasoline, hotel rooms, everything. And so Bobby's short on money, so I started a GoFundMe page for Bobby to help us get the production company off the ground. He's teamed up with Mystic River Productions to make his first film, but we could use your help. Bobby went to the bank to borrow some money, and they said, we don't loan money to squirrels. He said, that's discrimination. And they said, well, you don't have a Social Security number. Your mom uses colored pencils on the coloring book. That's neat. How you doing, Peepers? There's Jeepers. Jeepers is trying to decide whether to come up here or not. Peepers and Jeepers were the last two to leave the nest. They were the smallest of the clan, and still are the smallest of the clan. Wasn't that nice of Peepers? Peepers. There's Cashew. Cashew and Jeepers. Hey, Mouse. You know, your mother should teach you that you should be afraid of humans. But she's not afraid of me, so you're not afraid of me. Hello, Kimberly. A lot of activity here on the back porch of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. There goes Cashew. Dun, 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 dun. The race is on. Hey, Jeepers. Peepers and Jeepers. Just sitting here on a Saturday morning. It's a nice, cool morning. Drinking my coffee. Oh, nectar of the gods. That cup's almost gone. Then I'll switch over to my cold, sparkling water. Your son has a python. Yeah, he would like that mouse. He'd say, yummy, yummy, a snack. All right, that's the end of the coffee. I'll switch over to sparkling water now. I'm drinking the Raz Cranberry this morning. LaCroix. They don't pay me to mention them, but I wish they would. Nice cold drink. Brett found his LaCroix in his store yesterday. He sent me a picture. Good stuff. I like the Raz Cranberry, and I like the Key Lime, and they've got a lemon that's really good. These squirrels are not my pets. They're wild squirrels. They live in the big oak trees behind my house. I found their father, Bobby, as a newborn, and I raised him and released him, and now he's got a clan now. Seagirl, I don't understand the question. Is this F.I.? Good morning, everybody. This is Ron with the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. Broadcasting the Not So Wild Kingdom show from our patio here on the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. And I am... Oh, yeah, this is Florida, FL. I'm sorry. Now I see. I'm feeding them almonds. And they've grown accustomed to my feet, accustomed to my shoes. They'll come in here and eat. You have squirrels outside, you want them to get used to you? I guess food's the trick. I had a kind of an advantage because Bobby, their father, I raised him and handled him, and he would come back and eat, and so they followed him in when they got big enough. These squirrels don't take from my hand yet. I'm kind of working on that. Bobby will. Bobby will crawl all over me and take from my hand. If you look at our profile page, I posted a video yesterday of Bobby climbing down in my pockets. You have a skunk and the squirrels are unsure. I suspect that skunk would kill a squirrel, but I don't know. Some animals do. That's Batman. I let him hang upside down. Excuse me, I let him watch a movie with me. Now he hangs upside down like he's a bat. And he'll say, if you listen close, you can hear him say, "I'm Batman." He's waiting for the bat signal. You're going to take two. P-I-G, pig. These animals are omnivores. They'll eat nuts. They love nuts of about any kind. But they also eat leaves and flowers, and they eat insects and spiders, and they will eat worms, and they catch and eat lizards. I've got several videos on our profile page of Bobby catching and eating lizards. He's very fast, and they're very fast, but he catches them. Heads off. And then he just chomp, chomp, chomp. And the last thing to go down is the tail. Their favorite? Well, they love almonds and pecans are probably their two favorite. They love peanuts. Peanuts are in the shell are too messy. I'll put peanuts outside in the yard for them sometimes, but I don't put them here on the patio because they make such a mess shelling them. You've got 1 million lizards around your house in Leesburg and Tavares area. Yeah, they eat insects. They're friendly little critters. They'll get in the house. But I don't have very many lizards around anymore because the squirrels eat them. Well, most squirrels will eat peanut butter. Bobby likes his peanut butter between crackers. He loves Ritz peanut butter crackers. Thank you, Lulu. Thank you for donating to Bobby's GoFundMe page. You excited about the movie? Cool. Bobby needs your help, folks. Go to his GoFundMe page, Bucks for Bobby. Read all about it. Yours always ate the walnuts first? You know, it's kind of silly. Bobby won't eat the walnuts. He's strange that way. There goes that little mouse. And I don't know why Bobby won't eat walnuts. The other squirrels eat the walnuts, and they're your squirrel's favorite. Bobby also loves fruits and vegetables, mostly fruits. He loves watermelon and bananas. Look at this little mouse. He just, he climbed up that chair leg. They go right up those legs like it's nothing. I'll be darned. They ate the walnuts first. Well, that's their favorite. I put out mixed nuts, and Bobby will eat all around the walnuts, and then he won't even touch the walnuts. The other squirrels will. You know, chase each other and play. Are you playing? Huh? Or are you arguing? Thank you, Lulu, for going to Bobby's GoFundMe page and helping him out. We're trying to make a movie. Bobby and I are authors. That's our children's book and our coloring book. Now we're getting in the movie business. We've teamed up with Mystic River Productions. You know, Bobby's had 20 million views this year. And they figure maybe he'll get a lot of views on a movie. He's got 300,000 followers. That's why I started that GoFundMe page, because I thought, you know, we need about $25,000. That'd be nothing if you got 300,000 people. Everybody gives $1. Bobby's got $300,000, but you know, people throw in 5s and 10s. We've had 20s and 50s. Help him out. We appreciate it a lot. Yeah, Cashew's learning from his friends. Hello, everybody. This is Ron with the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. We're having a lot of fun here this morning. We've got a bag of cashews, got some fresh water, got some almonds on the picnic table. Squirrels are chasing each other. I got one sneaking around here to my left. Another one coming in. Hello, 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 everybody. Happy Saturday. Hope you had a wonderful week. And I hope you have a wonderful day. We have a mild morning started out here on the back porch of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. It's been very warm and dry here. We've had a long spell of dry weather. Finally, yesterday, we got some rain. My grandson's spending the weekend, and so I turned on the pool heater. And now it looks like maybe it's going to be a rainy day. So I don't know if we're going to get a swim or not. He's from Florida, and he's got a pool in his backyard, but it's not heated. He had a pool birthday party last weekend. There's Cashew. I moved too quick. I scared. There she comes. Hi, Cashew. Come on up the chair. Come on up. Come on up on the table. Don't be afraid. You have 6 grandchildren. Yeah, being grandparents, great. There she is. There she is. Up on the table. You're getting braver and braver and braver, aren't you? Are you thirsty? A little hard to drink out of that, isn't it? This is just a little bit goofy. And there's Pistachio down there. Cashew's up on the table. Now she left. Pistachio tried to jump up on the chair and missed. The squirrels are ignoring her. There's Peepers. Peepers, don't chase the squirrels. Thanks for that rose, Sinstar. We've got about 9 squirrels that come in here and eat, and in the mornings, and now we got 4 little mice. Mama Mouse, Peanut, has been coming in now for about 6 months and eating, and has learned not to be afraid of me, and now she's had babies. And she had 3 babies, and their names are Cashew, Hazel, and Pistachio. There's 2 squirrels I don't mention very often. I've got 2 flying squirrels that live up in the big oak tree, but we don't see them. They're nocturnal. And the only time I see them is on my night vision camera. I have a hello cashew. I have a night vision camera up in the tree. I call it the squirrel cam. They come out at night. This is crazy. This is crazy that these mice aren't afraid of me. Cashew, and there's pistachio. Hello. You just standing there looking at me. Is this not crazy? Hello, cashew. There's a squirrel. Squirrel's like, what are you doing up here? Mouse took off. Peeper says, no, I'm not sharing my food with a mouse. Going to be 90 there today, Brett. I don't know what the weather's going to be here as far as temperature, but my wife just made a comment last night that they're calling for rain off and on. So I don't know if if we're going to have if swimming's in the cards or not. But right now it's a very comfortable, cool morning, beautiful morning here on the back porch of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. How are the funds coming along for Bobby? Below expectations, I'm sorry to say. Not very good on GoFundMe. I figured a lot of people would give a few bucks and help, but we're not seeing much. We're seeing some real nice donations of 10s and 20s and 50s, a few 5s, but I thought with all the fans that Bobby's got, he's got 300,000 followers, I thought maybe he would do better. If you'd like to help out Bobby on his movie production business, getting started, you could go to his GoFundMe page. Bucks for Bobby. Thank you, J Monk, for that fire. And those likes, if you double tap the screen, it makes a like. And it invites more people. Silas, the squirrels are a little bit leery. They've stopped coming in because my grandson's come out here. And now they're a little bit leery about coming up here now, Silas. See that, Silas? They're afraid of you. They're giving you the eye. They're trying to decide. You have to stand very, very still. It takes mice and squirrels a while to get accustomed to new things, and they're looking you over. They're just not sure that they. Here comes one. Now stand very still. If one comes in and eats, then the others might. Here comes another one. Yeah. You have to stand very still. There you go, Silas. That's it. Stand very still. See that? They came up. If one does it, others will do it. Yeah. Silas, my grandson, is standing beside me. He's 9 years old. He's standing very still, and they're starting to come in. They're learning to ignore him. They say, hey, you know what? He seems okay. That Bobby doesn't like most little children because they move real quick and it scares him. Have I seen Hazel? Actually, Hazel's right behind me. I just saw her out of my peripheral vision. Uh-oh. We had almonds on my shoe? You want to grab?
There's like two beside it, and like there's one.
Okay.
Right
you want to?
There's a mouse.
You see the mouse?
Oh, I tried to point at it. I pointed at it, and they like all.
Yeah, they took off. If you move too fast, they take off. How about very slowly? Yeah, that's it. Put some almonds on my shoe. Yeah. Thank you, Vanessa. She just donated to the fundraiser, Bucks for Bobby. We're trying to get that first movie produced.
I think one just did one of, like you see up there.
Freeze. There's one right there by you. See that one right there by you? Down there. Freeze. Don't move. See that he's looking at you. Here he comes. Yeah, okay. Now what were you saying? Move very slowly. If you move your arm, move it very slowly.
Like up there?
Mm-hmm.
I saw a squirrel and those white stuff just appeared.
What just appeared?
Like that white stuff.
Oh, yeah. Looks like he hung up there and urinated, didn't he?
Yeah.
Here comes another one. Stand very still. They're getting accustomed to you.
I saw a baby rabbit.
Saw a baby mouse over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cashew and Hazel.
He popped his head.
Cashew and Hazel and Pistachio have been out here this morning. Yeah, they're getting accustomed to you, Silas. Silas is pretty unique in that he can stand very still. Most 9-year-olds, when a squirrel comes near, they just can't resist it, and they jump and chase. But Silas does a pretty good job of standing still. They scared each other. It scared you too, didn't it, Silas?
He moved really quickly, and it scared me. And then it scared him because I moved quickly.
The squirrels scare each other. I think they chase each other off. They're coming right up to us, Silas. Why don't you try putting some almonds on your shoe there? Put a couple almonds on your feet and see if the feet
It's just that I have flip flops on.
You got flip flops? You don't think they'll eat off flip flops?
No, it's just that they might crawl on my skin.
Oh, you don't want to crawl a couple between your toes, and they'll probably take them out from between your toes. Hello, William. Hello, Sunflower. I've got some on my shoe, but you don't want them eating off of your bare feet, huh?
Yeah. Some almonds in my hand so they come near us.
There's one of those little mice. Now, the mice don't seem to come close when you're here, taking them longer to get accustomed to you. But the squirrels seem to be accustomed as long as you don't move fast. This is Ron and my grandson Silas here on the patio of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. And Peepers is saying, there's a boy, there is a small human, and I'm not so sure what I should do. Here comes one.
I have something in my hand, that's why it's coming.
He's flicking his tail. That means caution, caution. What should I do? What should I do? What are you doing? Are you holding them out? Are you holding your hand out? Okay. Yeah, hold it very still. You might get one of them to eat from your hand. You may get one to eat from your hand. You see another mouse?
I saw the baby. I saw the baby.
Hello, everybody. This is Ron with the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. We're back here on the patio of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network.
Grandpa, there's one on the chair.
There's a mouse or a
There's
squirrel?
one on the chair.
There's a mouse on the chair.
Yeah. Oh no, they're away.
Yeah, when you move, they run away, don't they? You got to hold very still, but let them come to you. We're having some lessons here with my 9-year-old grandson. He's doing very well. Usually 9-year-olds, they just can't resist, and they start chasing the squirrels and the mice, and they run away. Now see, Silas, they all left because you're moving around. You have to let them come to you. Yeah, you sit there, sit very still. Why don't you turn a little bit so we can see you on the camera in case they come up? We can see if they'll eat out of your hand. They said too much movement, too much movement. They're up there running around. One of them just jumped into the big oak tree. We're sitting here on the patio of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network, feeding the squirrels this morning. We're trying something new. Silas is sitting there holding the almonds. We'll see if they'll eat out of his hand. They come up here and eat off of my shoes. And they eat off of the...
So they might come.
And they eat...
Because they know. Because they try to get to the shoe.
They eat off the table here. Can you hear the squirrels barking at each other, Silas?
Oh, I hear like a barking noise.
Yeah, they're barking at each other, chirping. I see them running around the oak tree out there. That's the big oak tree. I have a squirrel house there. I have 2 oak trees. I have a squirrel house on each oak tree. And that's where they sleep at night and have their babies. And below that's a feeder, and I put sunflower seeds in those feeders. See one up there? Yeah, there's one up there in the big oak tree. Here come 2 of them chasing each other. They're playing. Now sit very still, and we'll see if they'll come in.
Because you're sitting still, then standing still. Because when you're standing still, you just want to sit down because your legs get tired.
Yeah. So squirrels are very cautious of new things. Like a little boy sitting out here on the patio. But here comes one. Let's see if he'll come in. When you were standing here beside me, they came in, and we'll see now if you're sitting there if they'll come up.
Because I'm in front of your shoe, which has almonds.
Yeah, now here's the thing. You're going to be tempted. When they come close, you're going to be tempted to shove that hand out there, but do not do that. Hold it very still. If you shove your hand toward them, they'll run away, and that's what happens with most little kids. Most of the kids that come over here to play with the squirrels, they can't resist moving. Now here comes one. They even chase the squirrels, and the squirrels run away. If you sit very still, here he comes. You sit very still, and you hold your hand very still. They may come up and eat out of it. Look at that. That's so cute when they stand up like that. He's in here. He's looking you over, Silas. And here comes another one. Here it comes. Don't move. Don't move. He got a nut. He found an almond. He's looking you over now, Silas. At the slightest movement, he'll run away.
He's trying to see if there's anything that looks like any traps. Phil won't be able to go back.
We're out here on the back porch of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. See him flick his tail? That's kind of a caution, like, should I trust you or not? Silas, hold your hand out where I can see it. There's one up there. Can you? If I were you, I would hold it down close to the floor. But I can't. Yeah. Like when you move, they run. But I can't see you. I want to have it where. There you go. I want to have you where that if they come up and eat out of your hand, we can see it. I know it's hard for a 9-year-old boy to sit still, isn't it? There's a squirrel right there, and if you get one to come up, well, then you'll get others. So when they come up here, just hold very still. Most of the children that come over here and want to play with the squirrels, if they're young like this, the squirrels don't come around them, even Bobby, because they just can't resist moving quickly or even chasing the squirrels. They'll hold nuts in their hand, then they'll run toward them and say, I've got a nut. Here, I got a nut for you. Not understanding the squirrels don't understand him. When someone chases a squirrel, even if they're trying to give him a nut, he runs. And so even at the last second, normally at the last second when they're up there ready to eat, the child moves and then they run away. This is Silas. He's my grandson. He's out here trying to feed the squirrels. I come out every morning and feed the squirrels here on the back porch of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. I have a patio table here and got a picnic table. We bring almonds out. We feed them about 10 ounces of almonds every morning. This is my children's book. It's available on Amazon. That's my book and my coloring book. It's a good gift for birthdays or 5-year-old kindergarten graduation. It's written at a 3rd grade level. Got lots of illustrations inside, pencil illustrations. And children up to about age 11 would really enjoy the stories.
None of them are coming anymore because I'm blocking your shoe. So maybe I should go next to you and just start doing it from there.
Yeah, when you sat there on the floor, that was new to them, and they're like, no, we're leaving. They're sitting over in the big oak tree watching you. So yeah, they were okay with you standing beside me. They didn't like you on the floor. Here comes one. Now stand very still. They seem okay as long as you're standing there. They didn't like you sitting on the floor. Maybe you were too close, you think? Mm-hmm. They're very suspicious, and it takes them a while to get accustomed. You were here yesterday, and you're back today, but they're still very cautious. He's looking you over. See that? He's like, who's the boy in the blue shirt? Look at him flick his tail. That's a kind of a warning. Stand still. Don't move. We're back here on the back porch of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network trying to introduce the squirrels to Silas, my grandson.
If they just come.
Here he comes. Look. Don't move. Don't move a muscle. He's coming up on the table. Yeah. Now he's going to sit there in the chair. Now, if he'll sit there, that's Mikey. If Mikey will sit there It may give the other squirrels some confidence to come in. Hello, everybody. This is Ron and Silas. Look at that. You just sighed and he ran away. It doesn't take much for a squirrel to run away. They just don't like a lot of motion.
Maybe I should put my hand on
But whatever you do, just don't move fast. Don't move much. You're going to try to get them to eat out of your hand. It's so tempting for a little child when the squirrel comes near for them to move. They just have a lot of trouble not moving. Sometimes children come over here and they don't do so well with the squirrels because they move too fast and it scares squirrels. Bobby doesn't even like little children. They move fast and he runs away. We have a GoFundMe page for Bobby. Bobby,
I dropped it all in the
go dig it out. Bucks for Bobby. Here comes a mouse. Don't move. Here comes Hazel. What if she runs up your leg? Hazel the mouse. We have 4 little mice now.
I don't care if the mouse gets on me, unless it bites me. I just know that squirrels have claws when they climb, so it's easier for them to climb. I don't know if mouses have.
We have 4 little mice here. Peanut. Peanut's the mom, and she's had 3 little babies. Since she's not afraid of me, they're not afraid of me. You have a 9-year-old too, Kimberly? Silas is doing pretty good. A lot better than most of the children. Most of the children just can't stand still. And when the squirrels come around, they just can't help chasing the squirrels. They hold out their hand and they say, "Here, I have a nut," and then they start chasing them. And of course, the squirrels run away.
I want to sit in a chair, but I don't want to sit in the floor because I see mouse.
Oh, the mouse pooped in the chair. Your 2 oldest grandsons are brothers, 10 months apart, in the same grade, same class. They're 8. Here comes another squirrel. Stand very still. I have a sister-in-law, brother-in-law that were in the same. They're 11 months apart. They were in the same grade. I see him flick his tail. He's not so sure about you, Silas. Stand very still. That tail flicking stuff is a caution sign. He says, "No, I'm not going to do it. There's a stranger in there." Good morning, Amanda. Amanda Marie. They're like twins, huh?
What if I put out a trail of nuts leading to the table? And then I have a bunch of nuts in my hand.
I think you're going to have better chances. Here comes another one, just standing very still. Just stand very still.
There's just a squirrel blocking the way like you're not going.
They're looking us over, but they're a little bit concerned about Silas being in here, my grandson. Generally, they're flicking their tail as a warning or a sign of caution. And it's a form of communication. Oh, great.
Now they're doing
Lawn mowing service.
well, there's still one here.
Down the street. He started. It won't take him long though. He won't be around long. Little bitty lawn, big mower. Hello, free pins.
Are they running away?
Yeah, they'll be a little cautious here while that mower's running next door, but he'll be gone across the street. He won't be there long. He's a great big mower. What? I can't hear you. What'd you say?
I'm gonna make a trail of nuts.
No, don't do that. There's a squirrel coming in right now. He's looking you over, Silas. He says, what's going on? There's a boy in there. There's a boy in there, and I don't know whether to trust him or not. There's a stranger. That squirrel's saying, stranger, danger, stranger. And they've got that added noise. He'll be gone in just a minute, though. Little bitty lawn, great big mower. Zero-turn mower on a tiny lawn. Oh, Brett, yeah. Can't get away from the sound, can you? Brett's got a mower shop. He's looking you over, Silas. Now, squirrels, the way their faces are shaped there, they've got eyes on both sides of their head, and the way their heads are shaped, they can see most of the way around them. They can see even mostly behind them. They've got an eye on each side of their head. Free Pins does lives, shows your squirrels. Okay, Sam, very still, Silas. Here comes the squirrel. It takes them a few days to get accustomed. If you hold very still and don't try to feed him, don't move very fast, he may come right up to you. Most children about that age, the squirrels don't like them because they can't sit still. They can't resist. They can't resist chasing the squirrel. They say, hey, I've got a nut. I've got a nut for you. And then they start chasing it and they run away. Patience, grandson, patience. Here comes another one. Sit very still, Silas. That mower will be done in a minute. Yeah, they're coming back in. We're introducing them to Silas, my grandson. If you do lives, you can save those lives and upload them, save them and edit them, and then upload them to your profile page. Hello, Michigan and Angela. This is Ron with the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. My grandson's out here today, and the squirrels are the squirrels are trying to get accustomed to him. Okay, the mower stopped. Now we got the weed eater. We'll have some peace and quiet out here in a minute. Yeah, what you can do is go to your live replay and then hit the download button. It'll download it. And then when you get it in your pictures, you can edit it down to 60 seconds, the part you want. Then go to your profile page and hit the plus sign. Decide to upload a picture. You can actually upload that video, 60-second video. Takes several steps, but I do it a lot. I save my videos on the replay, and I put them on our YouTube channel in the entirety, even if it's an hour or longer. I can upload it to YouTube. We have a YouTube channel, The Squirrel Who Lives in the Big Oak Tree. He's looking you over, Silas. He's just not sure. He says, "Who's that boy? Who's that boy?" But I post the entire video on YouTube, and then I can edit sections down when it's in my... Once I upload it to my photos, I can edit it down to a minute and then upload it to TikTok. And you can add music to it and do voiceover. Just takes time to learn the functionality of this. Did you see that mouse run by? You're welcome. Things you learn on TikTok. I actually made some videos on TikTok, and then I uploaded them to GoFundMe. Bobby's got a GoFundMe page. Oh, good. The neighbor, if they're done with that lawn, they're doing the one behind me. They won't be but a few minutes. A little background noise. Those zero-turn mowers don't take long to mow a lawn.
I kind of came out here because mice were coming out, so I just wanted to come and see those.
And what happened, Mr. 9-year-old, when you came out? The mice left, right? Yeah. Didn't work out so good, did it? It's hard for the 9-year-old. Bobby hadn't been around this morning. You like that one of me talking to Bobby?
Yeah. The squirrels are not coming back. I'm gonna go back inside.
Okay, you go back inside. Shut the door. It's hard for 9-year-olds to understand the concept of standing still. I have children come over here and want to play with the squirrels or feed the squirrels. And even Bobby doesn't like children because they chase the squirrels. They move too fast. They chase the squirrels. And they hold out their hand with a nut in it. "Hey, I got a nut for you. I got a nut for you." And they start chasing the squirrels. And the squirrels don't like that. The squirrels also don't like that lawnmower. There went that little mouse. We're going to give it a minute here because Silas went back inside, and the mower's going to finish in a minute. And maybe the squirrels will come back outside. The mice are zooming around. Silas does better than most of the little children. His little brother, he's like a tornado. He scares everybody away. Just sitting here on the back porch of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. Waiting on the squirrels to come back. My grandson was out for a while and they were suspicious of that, and then now they're mowing the lawn next door. This is my children's book. Bobby and Friends. It's a collection of 10 short stories about Bobby and the animals that live in the backyard here, in my backyard. It's written for third graders, written at a third grade level. It's Bobby in school. He's going to school, and there he climbs on the teacher's head. That was her last day as a teacher. This is the hardback version. We've got a paperback version on Amazon. Hardback, paperback. On Kindle. And I narrated it for Audible. Now the squirrels are coming back. They don't like that lawnmower. This is Ron with the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. Sorry for the interruptions. Got the lawn mowing service next door. He mowed the lawn across the street. Now he's mowing the one behind me, and I think that's the only two he's got. We're sitting out here on the patio of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network with the Not So Wild Kingdom show. We got almonds on the table. We've had squirrels here this morning. I have almonds on my shoe. The squirrels eat off my shoe. My grandson came out for a while. Squirrels are very suspicious of children. Here comes a squirrel. They're starting to come back. Silas pitched some almonds over there. And they're eating those. Yes, he does have a GoFundMe page, Lindsay. Thank you, Brett. Bucks for Bobby. We're trying to raise some money. Bobby's scheduled to make a film this fall. His first movie. He's an author, and I'm a screenwriter, and we teamed up with Mystic River Productions to make a film this fall. But everything is costing more than we anticipated due to the inflation and the gas prices and all. And so Bobby went to the bank to borrow some money, and the banker said, "We don't loan money to squirrels. No social security number." How do we find the GoFundMe? Download the app GoFundMe, or go on the computer GoFundMe, and it's called Bucks for Bobby. Bucks for Bobby. Do that in the search. There's a picture of Bobby, and he's got his head poked out from my shirt. He's he's inside my shirt. Bucks for Bobby, and we would appreciate it so much. Bobby's got 300,000 followers. He's had 20 million views, and we figure if everybody would just help a little, it would get us over the hump and get this movie made. And then we're going to take it around the country in film festivals. And just for the price of a movie ticket, you can go to a film festival and watch our first movie. And of course, we're going to try to sell it. And if we can't sell it to someone like Lionsgate, then we'll put it on live, or we'll stream it. So I'm trying to say, and we're also going to sell CDs. You'll donate to Bobby. Thank you, Lindsay. For those that aren't familiar with GoFundMe, that's how it's spelled, GoFundMe, one word. You can download the app. I'm sure you can just go to their website too. Look up Bucks for Bobby. We're just a little bit short of having our goal. Well, we're a long way short of having our goal, but we're short of having the money we need for the first movie. I said, hey, Bob, you know what? Thank you, Brett. I said, Bob, you got 300,000 followers. See, we've had 8,000 people view us this morning. And if just a lot of people gave a little bit, it would push us up to our goal. Well, we've had a lot of interruptions here this morning. The squirrels have come, they've eaten. The lawnmowers have come. I see a little mouse crawling through that bush. The lawnmowers have come. And the squirrels don't like the lawnmowers. They mowed across the street, and they mowed in the house behind me here. But he's got a big backyard. They're back there mowing right now, and the squirrels just don't like all this action. My grandson came out for a while. They seem to accept him, but it's hard for a 9-year-old to stand still, and he moved around, and that scared him. So they may get accustomed to him. Even me, if I move very fast, they run. They've learned to ignore my coughing and my drinking my coffee or my water. But if I move my hand real quick, let's say I'll move my hand just real quick like that to push up my glasses or focus in or out. If I move too quick, they run. How'd we find Bobby? I just came home one day and found Bobby on my driveway. He was a newborn on my driveway. We have no idea how he got there, other than he had a malformed mouth. They call it a malocclusion. And the vet said that the mother probably just carried him down out of the nest and put him on the driveway. Can we have any more noise? They won't be here long now. They've mowed, now they're weed eating. Goodness. You found one bleeding. Wow. Well, Bobby was a newborn when I rescued him. He still climbs on me. I released him and he still climbs on me. I rescued Milo and Mikey. They were 6 weeks old. I bottle fed them. Here comes one. I bottle fed them and released them when they were 19 weeks old. They don't come back to me. Or they come up here, but they don't climb on me like Bobby does. The squirrels are like, what is going on? We've got lawnmowers running around. He's loading the lawnmower. Goodness sakes, so much noise. The squirrels don't like all that noise. This is my children's book. Got a children's book. This is the hardback version. It's on Amazon. And if you know a child that's having a 5-year-old kindergarten graduation or a birthday, that's a good little gift. Whew. The mower's done. Now if the weed eater will stop and leave. Here comes the squirrel. Come on down. One just ran inside. Yeah. Almonds on the floor there. Silas put some almonds out there for him. How long do I stay live? Just depends on how many people are on, and normally about an hour. Today I'm on longer. Kind of waiting for the racket to stop. See if the squirrels come back. They mowed, then they weed eated, now they started the blower. Alrighty. Have a good day. I'm just kind of hanging around to see if the squirrels come back. They don't like the mower noise. And they were unsure of my grandson out here. Bye-bye, free pen. Water racket. We're out here on the back porch of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. They mowed the lawn. The squirrels don't like those lawnmowers. They mowed the lawn, then they weed eated, and now they're blowing the grass off the sidewalks. The squirrels will come back, I think. The squirrels don't come out all day. They're very active in the morning. They sleep all afternoon. And then they come back in the evening. Some of them come back in the evening. They come in. They were active this morning until the racket started. They come in and eat off my shoe. Squirrels are being very cautious because of all the racket. They come over and sit on my table. They're coming in for almonds, but they're running away. There's too much noise. They've mowed. They've weed eated. Now they're about done, I think. The lawn across the street and the one behind me. What a racket. Yeah, they mow year round here. This winter times we have a dry season, and the lawns don't grow as fast, so that's when they trim the bushes. They do a lot of work like that in the winter time. They'll trim all our bushes, rake lawns and things like that, because the grass doesn't grow very fast in the winter time. Well, everybody, the squirrels are hiding from the men that are mowing the lawns and weed eating. Now they're weed eating and blowing the sidewalks clean. They did across the street. Squirrels don't like that racket. How long can they weed eat and blow sidewalks? Now he's blowing the street. I think he's waiting on his friend to finish mowing or finish weed eating. Crying out loud. It's almost like they're sabotaging us. The mice and the squirrels are in hiding. Here comes one. They're coming in, but they're being very cautious. They don't like that noise. I keep thinking any minute those guys will be done and the squirrels will come back. Thanks for those likes. Got a squirrel in here right now. Got a nut and ran. They don't like those men out there weeding. I got an idea. Why don't you wrap up and go home, guys? We've got the other side of the sidewalk to do now. There goes that little mouse. I'm just kind of hanging on just to see if there goes the mouse. We got Peanut, the mouse, and her three little ones, Cashew, Pecan, and Pistachio, that are here. And these squirrels are just, they don't like all that racket. And they're running in and grabbing a nut and leaving. They're not hanging around because of all the noise. These guys have got to be done in a minute. Now he's running the weed eater down the curb along the street. What an interruption. That's live, you know. What are you going to do? They normally don't mow on Saturday. The runner behind. His buddy's running the blower, and he's running it down my sidewalk. Yeah, you can shut it off, bud. You're done. guess he just likes the sound of it. Okay, squirrels. Come on back. We're just waiting to see if the squirrels come back. Yeah, they should have done that yesterday. They normally do it on weekdays. Oh, for crying out loud. They put away the mower, they put away the weed eater. The guy with the blower, I think he just loves the sound of it. He's doing the street where he's already been. I say go home. Well, while we wait for him to get done so the squirrels will come back, this is my children's book, Bobby and Friends. It's available on Amazon. If I can get this unzoom. Bobby and Friends. It's available on Amazon. It's a children's book for children up to about age 11. That's Bobby and me. They've got the mower loaded, they got the weed eater loaded, and the guy with the blower, he just keeps a blowing. We've got 27 pencil illustrations in our book. This is Puddles Puppy and Priscilla Rabbit. The children love it. This is the cat burglar. He falls from a trellis on the second-story window. Falls in a trash can. Well, his buddy's sitting in the truck waiting on him. He's down here in my lawn now, blowing that thing. This is our children's book, Bobby and Friends. He finally turned it off. Jeez. Okay. Squirrels, you can come back in. There's one sitting right there. Gee, Christmas. Usually they come along and they just kind of do a quick sweep with the blower, and this guy back and forth and back and forth. The squirrels don't like it. Okay, guys, they're gone. They're done. There we go. Come back in. Sorry, folks, for that interruption. This is live action here. Here we go. Come on back, guys. Come on back. They're done mowing the lawn. Talk about aggravating. Say, what are they doing out here on a Saturday? Yeah, finally. Sheesh. Okay, squirrels, it's quiet again. Sitting out here on my patio of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network, broadcasting the Not So Wild Kingdom show. We've had interruptions this morning. We'll see if the squirrels will come back now. The lawn mowing service decided this morning was a good time to come and mow the lawn across the street and the one behind me. I wouldn't use that guy anyway. He's a jerk. He used to mow my lawn when he worked for the company I use. They fired him because he drug use. And he stole the lawn behind me and the one across the street, offered for a little less money, and I didn't like him anyway, so wasn't going to switch. Takes a lot for me to not like somebody, but him and I didn't hit it off. That's okay. Let's see if the squirrels will start coming back now. Here comes one. I'm sorry there, Mr. Squirrel. I'm sorry that it was so noisy. They mowed the lawn next door and created a racket, didn't they? Yeah, I'm sorry. These squirrels, they survive because they're so cautious. We'll see if the little guys will come back. I hear him up there on top of my screen enclosure. Sounds like he just dropped a nut and it rolled down. Maybe an acorn. Comes another one. Where's Bobby? Bobby went down to the bank this morning. He's been going to all the banks in town trying to raise some money for his new production company, but no one will loan him money because he's a squirrel. So I started a GoFundMe page for him. I said, Bobby, you have 300,000 followers. You have 8 or 10,000 people watch you in the mornings on live. Surely some people will give you $5 here and $10 there, and we've had some donations. Not what we need. We've even had some $50 ones, but Bobby needs a good chunk of money. This production company, the movie's costing far more than budgeted because of all this inflation and rising gas and everything, labor costs. So I started a GoFundMe. So Bobby's down at the bank. He's trying another bank this morning. Where are your friends? Where are the friends? They can come back now. It's quiet. Here comes another one. They're coming back. They're coming back. See you, Brett. I'm staying on longer than normal because we had that interruption. I was hoping the squirrels would come back. Hello, free pins. we're still on. The lawn mowing service left, and and the squirrels are coming back. Yeah, finally. Here comes that little mouse back too. Where'd you go? I just saw you. You were quick. Oh, he ran through the screen. He's outside. A little pistachio. Now that things are quiet, they're coming back. Sorry for all the noise this morning. We had a lawn mowing service show up and caused a big interruption. For those that are just joining us, this is Ron I'm the host of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network with our morning show, The Not So Wild Kingdom. We had a lot of activity here, and then the lawn mowing service showed up. Scared the squirrels. And I'm hoping they'll come back. That's Milo. Hey, Milo, where's Mikey? This is one of the adopted squirrels. Those two squirrels are larger. They're the largest two squirrels here in the clan. They're adopted. Mikey and Milo, I found them while they were on a school playground, and the school called me and asked if I'd come get them. And I raised them. I bottle fed them until they were weaned and then released them. They don't climb on me like Bobby does, though, because I didn't handle them as much. I mostly fed them through the cage because there were two of them, and they would get away from me, and they were hard to handle. Got a little mouse over there. If I can find him, he's climbing. Got away. We got 4 of them out. And it's kind of weird. They come out in the daytime. Their mother, Peanut, learned to trust me, and now the babies are born, and they come out, and that's Cashew, Hazel, and Pistachio. They come out in the daytime. The squirrels, they're sitting beside my doorbell camera. I record the squirrels with that, and it also chimes and lets me know that they're out there. Yeah, I'll check out your channel. I'll check it out. How you doing there, Milo? This all started with Robert Squirrel. I call him Bobby. He calls me Food Source. I found Bobby on my driveway a year ago August as a newborn, and I raised him and released him. And he mated up with Barbara Ann, and they had 4 youngsters. Here comes another one. They're coming back. He had Jeepers, Peepers, Creepers, and Sneakers. Then I adopted 2 squirrels, Mikey and Milo. And I'm thinking this August I may have more babies. Here in Central Florida, they have their babies in August. Bobby was born in August. His babies were born in August. Mikey and Milo were born in August, so I think they were born in August. I coughed. Did that scare you? They're nervous this morning because that lawn mowing service got them spooked. Right? I think one just zoomed in here. That one just ran over and jumped into the big oak tree. That's an oak tree. I have 2 oak trees in my backyard. Oh, here's a couple. I have 2 oak trees in my backyard, and they jumped from my screen enclosure into my oak trees. Hear them growl at each other. That one's got a nut and wants to leave, and the other one's sitting there. And he won't let him out of the hole. He won't let him out. Good morning, silly, very silly. I'm on longer than normal this morning because we had an interruption and had a lawn mowing service come mow the lawns and scared all the squirrels away. Now they're coming back. Got 2 more down there. Got 3 squirrels in here right now. They're coming back. Here we go. Yeah. Here comes some more. I hear them out there. I see them out there. They're coming back. Yeah, aren't you? Yeah, this might work out for the folks that are on the West Coast or the Central or Mountain time zones. Every time I bend down to put nuts on my shoes, the squirrels get all nervous, and I missed my shoes. Come on back. That it spooks them. It's okay. Come on back. They come right over here by my shoes and get almonds. But they don't like it when I bend over to put the almonds on my shoes. Here they come. Come on back down. Oh, they want a little mouse. Got 4 little mice now that come in here. Mikey, or almond, pistachio, and hazel. That's Batman. Batman likes to hang upside down and wait for the bat signal. It's 6:53 in Utah. Well, this is Ron with the Squirrel Broadcasting Network, broadcasting live an extra long session today of the Not So Wild Kingdom. I normally broadcast around 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Normally the squirrels come in and they hang around for about an hour and eat. But this morning they were interrupted by a lawn mowing service that mowed the lawn behind my house. Scared them all off, so they didn't get their fill, so we're hanging around a little longer. They're coming back to finish their breakfast. Right, guys? Right? Didn't get all your food? Yeah. Had a lot of interruptions this morning, didn't you? My grandson came out for a while. And that kind of confused them. He's 9 years old. It's hard for a 9-year-old to stand still. He came out and was trying to get the squirrels to eat from his hands. And of course, they They're very suspicious of a 9-year-old, and he does better than most. Usually when a child comes over here and wants to see the squirrels, they wind up chasing the squirrels. They hold their hand out and they say, "Hey, little squirrel, hey, little squirrel." And then the squirrel starts getting close, and then they shoot the hand out. They jut it out real fast, and the squirrel runs, and then they start chasing it. Good morning, Teresa. So the squirrels and little children don't normally get along well. Silas does better than most. He's 9 years old, and he holds still better than most, but still they were cautious of him. So that kind of messed up their breakfast, and then the lawn mowing service came, so we're staying on a little longer. Several squirrels in here. You have the kids coming to your windows looking at the squirrels. That's your squirrel. You got an indoor squirrel. I released Bobby when he was 13 weeks old, and he lives in a squirrel house in my backyard. He stayed. I was kind of surprised, and then I released Mikey and Milo when they were 19 weeks old. I kept them a little longer. Bobby, I think, even though the rescue sites said that you could release him at 13 weeks, he seemed kind of fearful. He stayed in his house most of the time, so I kept them a little longer. They did well. Those squirrels chasing each other. They've got a pecking order. And when one comes up that's more dominant, the other one has to leave. Got squirrels. How are you doing this morning there, Mikey? How you doing, Mike? Mike's the largest of the squirrels. He likes to sit on the back of that chair. Well, some people keep the squirrels forever. If you do, you have to really worry about their diet. They have a tendency to get a disease from low calcium. And you have to be real careful what you feed them, but I released mine, and I don't worry too much about what they eat because they eat out in the wild too. Brett's back. Brett, I'm staying on extra long. We had so many interruptions this morning. The squirrels are still hungry, so they're coming back. They're coming back. So we might as well stay on. They didn't get their breakfast as normal. They came and mowed the lawn next door and behind me and across the street, and the squirrels ran and hid. And now they're coming back, and my grandson was out here. He did better. He did better than most 9-year-olds, but they're just suspicious of children. Children move too fast. He did a good job for a 9-year-old, but they just didn't care for his presence. So we got Mikey and Milo here, the two adopted squirrels. They're the two largest. They like to sit on the perch. We're staying on later than normal. You gonna come back and get another nut? Because the squirrels are staying later. We had some interruptions this morning. They didn't get their breakfast. They normally stay for about an hour. But this morning we had interruptions, and they didn't get their bellies full. So I'm staying on longer. got a children's book, Bobby and Friends, that's on Amazon. If you know a child that needs a birthday present or a kindergarten graduation, that's good for children up to about age 11. We've also got a GoFundMe page. Bobby, we're trying to start a production company, and everything's costing more than we expected, so we need to raise some more money. So we started a GoFundMe page. If you go to GoFundMe and go to Bucks for Bobby, you'll see Bobby. We appreciate the donations, and we need a lot more. We figure he's got 300,000 followers, and he's had about 8,000 people on here this morning, and we figure if just a lot of people give a little money, that he can reach his goal. But it's not going as well as we hoped. I know times are tight. $5 is a lot of money to some people. Some people have given 5s and 10s and 20s, even some 50s, though. Help us get started on our new venture. How many people have been on this morning? 10,000. Wow. 10,000 viewers. It's been longer than normal. It's been an odd live this morning. We've had a lot of interruptions, and the squirrels normally come in early and eat and leave, but this morning with the lawn mowing service came in and mowed 2 lawns and weed eated, and then had the blowers, and the squirrels went into hiding. Brett, do you work on the blowers and the weed eaters too? Brett's got a lawnmower service, or lawn mowing, small engine repair service. He does mowers and snow blowers. I assume you do any kind of small engine. That's my doorbell camera. I'm having trouble here with my camera. There. I record the squirrels with my doorbell camera. We have the Not So Wild Kingdom show every morning at about 7 a.m. here in Florida, Eastern time, and normally it's over by 8, but we had interruptions this morning. The squirrels went and hid, and I just kind of hung around waiting, and now they're back. So those that are that don't normally get to watch us in the morning, you're watching what we do. The fountains have come on my pool.